Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, guys? Today is Wednesday, April 26, 2017. My name is Max, and this is The Secret Life of a Wrestling Fan. Today I want to talk about what happened on last night's Smackdown, and once again, I want to state that Smackdown has been putting on the better show than Raw. And I think, in just my opinion, is that it's because Raw has been focusing more on like the gimmicks, like they've been focusing more on stuff that's worked in the past, whereas SmackDown is trying out new things, trying out superstars that were not as good in the past as they have been recently, and they've been trying to improve the show and focus on the future, not just on superstars of the past. And I think that's a very good direction for them to take because, those wrestlers aren't going to last forever. We need to know that the future is going to be good. Because there are a lot of guys in NXT and a lot of guys in these minor leagues that they're very good, but they're not being shown because they're not like Chris Jericho, they're not like John Cena, they're not like Randy. Like they're not old. Like, they're young, fresh superstars. SmackDown has been taking the initiative and they're like, alright, we're going to start improving and showing off what we have in our young superstars. Yeah, I like it. First match I want to talk about is AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. AJ Styles is the #1 contender for the United States Championship at Backlash because Kevin Owens is facing off against Chris Jericho. AJ Styles wins, and then Kevin Owens attacks him. And the real feel about that match is that Kevin Owens is just ready for payback. And that's good, because I want that match to be very good. After that, we got a Beat the Clock Tag Team Challenge concept. And I don't care for beat the clock type matches. I don't want there to always be a time limit when there's a match going on. It adds a little drama to the match, but it's not my favorite. So the first match of that was American Alpha versus the Colognes, Primo and Epico. And American Alpha wins. It was a very tight match. It was a very quick match. It was only a little over 5 minutes, and they showed off a couple of big moves, and American Alpha got the win. But the crazy thing is that there were 2 matches for this Beat the Clock thing, and Breezango versus the Ascension was the second match, and Breezango wins with a little over 2 minutes left over. Like, when I think of the tag teams, I never even pictured Breezango, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango at all in that picture, but now they're the new #1 contenders. You know what? I kind of dig it, because I want to see a fresh face in matches. I'm getting tired of seeing the same thing over and over again. So, the winners of the Beat the Clock and the new #1 contenders are Breezango. And I'm actually very happy about that. Randy Orton versus Eric Rowan in a no DQ match. Now, this was in between the 2 tag team matches. Randy Orton gets the win. There was a kendo stick used, a table was broken, chair was used. It was a typical no DQ match where, like, we have to use some weapons. And I get that. It's a popular thing. Eric Rowan tried. I definitely saw him, like, trying to get the crowd behind him and whatnot. I feel he needs to work on his crowd work, though. People don't get behind him all that much. But Randy was killing it. As usual, Randy was on his A game, trying to show off a little bit, making sure people know that he's ready for payback. And once again, that makes me think he's definitely going to win. But the weird thing is, after the match, Jinder Mahal comes in And he's like, hey man, stop just talking about Bray Wyatt. I'm your opponent at Backlash. Focus on me. So he comes out there and he tries to attack Randy. Doesn't go well. Randy counters. But then the Bollywood boys, his two little lackeys, come in and they attack Randy. And now it's a 3-on-1 situation. So they beat him down. Jinder Mahal does his finisher, which is like a choke out kind of slam, which is an okay move. I could see it winning a title. And then he walks out with the title, and I don't know. He has the title for some reason. That was a very odd set of things that brought that. I don't know. I want to see Jinder do very well because he's not a bad wrestler. He has a good moveset, and I feel things could go very smoothly for him. I feel him having the Bollywood boys is a good thing. He has kind of a faction going on, and in the past, factions have always been very dominant. So I'm excited to see how that progresses. And then our main event, which has been happening more often recently, was Naomi versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. There was an interruption, so there's no winner. But the overall contest was pretty decent. It looked like they were kind of holding back. I didn't see them go all out, which on Smackdown or Raw, you don't need to. It's a kind of a pre-game for the pay-per-views, and I get that. You don't want the title to change hands at a regular show. That's a pay-per-view thing. Anyways, so Natalya, Tamina, and the fabulous girl, I can't remember, Carmella, that's her name. They all interrupt and they attack both Naomi and Charlotte. I don't know. Those three, they're just the lower class of superstars in the women's division, and I just don't enjoy this. Well, it is a faction, once again, and they are being fairly dominant, but until they improve their mic work, I don't see anything. And their ring work, they are all not very good in the ring. So I want to see Charlotte and Naomi and probably Becky. They're all probably gonna gang up on the three, and they'll have a tag team match next week. That's my prediction, but that's it for me. That's my breakdown of SmackDown. I will see you guys next time.